A fulfillment by Amazon business is one in which you choose the things you want to sell, locate a supplier, place an order, package, and ship the products. Everything is stored at one of Amazon's several fulfillment centers, and they handle everything else. There are a few critical aspects to iron out about what you're really offering, how you're going to advertise it, and where you're going to get your goods. In this video, we will discuss how to start an Amazon FBA business. Make sure you watch until the end because it is enlightening. Step 1. Select your initial product. Selecting the appropriate product may be the start of a continuous process of trial and error that may eventually determine the success or failure of your business. Here are some ideas and tips for choosing that first product. Create a list of your passions and select a niche market. The idea is that you should find a niche. For example, a product line devoted to fashion may be too broad, while men's fashion is a more specialized market. Simply explained, a niche market is a segment of a larger market that concentrates on specialized demographics, shared hobbies, geographies, or customer concerns. Consider it a submarket. If we regard the vehicle sector as a market, then a niche would be the market for radial tires or pistons. Similarly, if we consider electronics, a niche might exist for portable mobile chargers or wireless earbuds. The concept is to cater to a limited portion of the population, since it is more convenient and lucrative. It is critical to find a specialized product for your Amazon business, or any business for that matter. The competition will be less fierce than it would be if you join a larger market. Additionally, from a client acquisition standpoint, you will want to concentrate on capturing a smaller number of individuals, say 1,000, rather than 100,000 or even more. Conduct extensive market research. To begin with, do a search on Amazon, eBay, and other big stores to determine the list price in different locations. This may also offer you a sense of how often particular product terms, such as travel backpack, are searched for. If you're considering selling a product on Amazon, it's critical to consider the seller rankings inside a certain category. This will assist you in determining if the product you want to sell is in sufficient demand, has a high sales ranking, or is subject to particular FBA fees. A lower bestsellers rank value indicates that an item is more highly regarded and hence more likely to sell. Avoid competing with well-known brands or products. If you're seeking to establish an Amazon FBA business, breaking into a sector dominated by a single brand name might be challenging, so choose items that aren't that hot. This may signal that the market will be less competitive than you believe. Choose a product for your initial offering that does not face an absurd level of competition from brand name products. Flip clearance items or bulk items from retail stores. If you're looking for your first Amazon product, you can scan barcodes to see how much they're selling for and then calculate potential profits. If you live near a shop with fantastic sale aisles, an enterprising website recommends purchasing and reselling these brand name clearance products. While this method is time-consuming, you never know when you might strike gold, so it's worth a try. Step 2. Locate a supplier for your new product. Your next step is to determine how you're going to obtain your product, which is nearly as time-consuming as selecting the product. If you're looking to tap into a specific niche market, it's critical to consider where and how you purchase your products. How do you locate the best Amazon FBA suppliers in China, for example? With Seller App's product sourcing tool, you can compare the top manufacturers and choose one that is a good fit for your company. Sellers must ensure that they are receiving the best possible price for their items. Typically, this entails establishing relationships with Chinese manufacturers or suppliers. Trade exhibitions provide an excellent opportunity for merchants to connect directly with suppliers. Speaking with a supplier face-to-face enables you to have a better understanding of their business values, goods, and quality control procedures. If you're unable to locate what you're searching for on Alibaba or AliExpress, B2B e-commerce portals such as Made in China, Global Sources, or Gymtrade may be worth a try. You must assess the product's quality and the supplier's efficiency. Occasionally, a local provider will prove to be less expensive when overhead charges such as shipping, packing, taxes, and customs clearance are included. Simply being listed on Alibaba does not guarantee that a supplier is reputable. When it comes to the quality of your listing, there is no room for error. If you're considering launching a private label, you'll want to ensure that the product adheres to your brand's requirements. Prior to placing a purchase, always request a sample or a prototype of the goods. How are the items shipped? Who is responsible for packaging? How can quality control be ensured? If you are sourcing your items from outside the United States, It is critical to educate your suppliers on FBA policies and procedures prior to delivering them to Amazon's fulfillment centers. There are a number of advantages and disadvantages to hiring a third-party intermediary versus shipping straight to Amazon's FBA fulfillment facilities. If your product is not being sent straight to an Amazon FBA fulfillment facility, it will take longer to update your inventory. When launching a company, quality inspections are critical. Additionally, you must examine a variety of aspects, such as product pricing, taxes, delivery periods, and logistics before finalizing your supplier selection. Transport your product. The best way to do this is by boat. Despite the long wait periods and paperwork, shipping by boat is 50% less expensive than flying. Overseas vendors often provide the cheapest pricing, so select your international delivery option wisely. If you're sending goods overseas, regardless of whether they're traveling by rail, plane, or sea, they'll need to go through customs and adhere to international shipping rules. Another alternative is to ship your goods straight from China or from any place else to Amazon's fulfillment center. While there are more dangers associated with that approach, maritime freight is still less expensive in the long run. Step 3. Market your product vigorously. While having your product listed on Amazon is a significant accomplishment, there are a few points to keep in mind while writing your product's description and promoting it. Enhance your product description. You can hack your product's title and stuff it with highly searched for keywords using search engine optimization or SEO. Make sure it sounds natural though, or Google will think it's spam. While the second most critical component of your product listing may seem self-evident, it is something you must pay particular attention to. Invest in a few professionally photographed product images. People want to know what they're paying for. If you want your product to stand out from the competition, you must engage your audience with a product description that reflects your personality. Your product description should summarize all of your product's primary characteristics while also illustrating how or where a consumer can utilize it. Discover simple advertising methods. Once you've created an Amazon product listing, it's critical to consider advertising. Using a pay-per-click or PPC service is an excellent low-cost solution that may also help you reach a larger audience. PPC marketing is the term used to describe the sponsored content that appears when you do a search on Google or another major search engine. Amazon's marketplace has over 2 million goods and boasts an average conversion rate of 15%, 3 to 5 times that of rival e-commerce sites. With such fierce competition in the industry, merchants must construct their listings to be highly visible both on and off Amazon's website. By using these tactics, you can direct purchasers straight to your listings, where they can progress along your sales funnel and become a client. Amazon is crowded with sellers across all product categories. To stay ahead of the competition, you must identify techniques to boost the exposure of your product listings. Winning the buy box entitles you to top exposure, making it a critical component of enticing shoppers on Amazon. SEO can assist in directing traffic to your listing from both inside and outside of Amazon. Sellers on Amazon may pay the marketplace to sponsor their items and elevate them in search results. Sharing your listings on social media is an effective strategy to increase the number of customers who see your items. Internal visibility on Amazon requires that your listings remain ahead of rivals' items. Your products will fall behind competitors' listings in buyer searches if you do not monitor how those listings engage shoppers. Analyze the text of the current top-ranking listings to identify potentially relevant keywords to include in your product's description. When you're competing in a market as competitive as Amazon, first impressions are critical. Maintaining high star ratings on your Amazon listings is an obvious approach to offer buyers a favorable first impression. False product descriptions and photographs may initially increase sales, but can eventually ruin your Amazon business. Your shipping performance is critical to the visibility of your listings. Your total Amazon seller rating has an effect on your chances of winning the buy box and ranking well in search results. Amass a large number of product reviews. There are methods for removing unfavorable reviews that are having a detrimental influence on your sales, but you can also check out product review groups on Facebook to locate skilled individuals ready to post great product reviews. Consider submitting your goods to a prominent blogger or product reviewer if you're quite certain it fits their style. Do not launch a brand new website or blog immediately. Content marketing is a common tactic that may actually work against startup FBA businesses that lack a blog or company website. Content marketing is the practice of promoting a product or service online without directly selling you anything, with the goal of piquing your interest in the product. How do you feel about starting your own FBA business? What products and topics interest you as an entrepreneur? What else would you like us to talk about in our upcoming videos? Let us know in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of our videos.